Hello!
Hello!
She could be anywhere. She's
right
over
here.
there. We're back with another two Snowcase beers today.
My hair, this part is flickered. I mean, not flickering. Has a little flick.
It's got a little flick to it.
It's the wind.
Maybe if you just hold it the whole time, it'll stay down.
Well, I'm trying to cover it up so that it doesn't look silly. Well, part of my hair, but...
You know what would look really silly is if we opened up one of these beers and there was like a snake inside of it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, whoa, there's a snake in there.
You know, Jeju-do? That's
yeah.
traditional... Not traditional, but that's a thing.
What's it? Did they put a snake in a bottle?
No, they make snake soju.
Snake soju.
Yeah, they have like a drum of like filled with soju, and then they just put dead snake in them.
A lot of cultures have that. In Mexico, they have like tequila with worm in it.
Apparently, if you drink it, it's good for men.
I don't buy that.
Apparently, it gets your penis real strong.
Really?
I don't know.
I think that's probably an old husband's tale. Why don't you hold up the first one we have today? It's the Saison.
No, we never had it either.
No, this is brand new to us. This is a 6.8%? 6.8%.
What's the matter? Couldn't it be 0.1% more?
Saisons were originally brewed in French-speaking areas of Belgium to reward farmhands for their hard work in the fields. The label on the Snowcase exclusive Saison was drawn up by artist Stu Dobel, whose brother Chris is our on-site sign painter. The Dobels are classically trained sign painters, having learned their art firsthand from their father back in Australia.
That's cool.
Artistry in signage meets artistry in beer. Pours a pale straw color with a slight white head, complex Belgian flavors that layer banana and fresh bread with a cotton candy sweetness and a touch of spice. Finishes dry. Available only in the Snowcase.
Hey, no wonder why I've never seen it.
You like Saisons,
Here
Kate?
you go. Never had it.
You've had some Saisons before. 4 Winds
Oh!
is a Saison.
I guess we'll pour in a Saison glass right here.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
When we got it at the Daiso, they're like, this is a glass
it's
for
the Saison Daiso.
the Saison Daiso.
Yeah.
More like the Savon Daiso.
4 Wind is alright, but I'm not sure.
4 Winds is extremely popular in BC right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very trendy beer.
I see many people with it.
Here it is. It pours like a cloudy lager.
Oh yeah, it is cloudy up there.
Unfiltered, probably. Smells like a lot of the Belgian beers. Whoa, Belgian wheat beers that they make in that they made in the Snowcase last year, like the triple. I forget what it was called, like the Bulldog or something like that. And well,
I keep making weird faces because I thought I'm gonna break a glass on camera, but
cheers.
cheers. Yep, tastes like 4 Winds.
You think so?
Yep.
I don't get too much 4 Winds out of it, but
I don't really like it. Sorry, Vancouver trendy people with the beer. I don't really like it.
I really like. Well, I like 4 Winds okay, because it's like it's a taste unlike anything that you can really have apart from the 4 Winds. This to me is okay. It's definitely got that Belgian-ness to the beer. I don't know how to describe it except it's kind of yeasty.
Yeah.
When they said bread, I sort of get bread.
I don't really get the bread.
Get a lot of sweetness. Finishes dry. Seems fair.
If you want the hashtag Kate story of beer, apparently that's the...
It's becoming a thing?
Yeah, people really like my story. And you know, if you actually do have the beer with us, you would agree with that. If I have to describe this, it's East was on a boat on the ocean and it was sailing by himself. And
Okay.
that's how it tastes like.
It just tastes like yeast.
It's just watery yeast. That sounds really bad.
That sounds terrible. Yeah.
What it is that it hits when it touches your tongue. The first sensation is yeast, and then there is no closure at the end. It's just like bleh. It's just like water. Just like meh. There's no like beer. It's just yeast and then water, fizzy water, and then gone.
Most of the comments were like, "It's okay."
That's how I feel about it. It's
Most
okay.
people say it's positive. What would you give it as a rating goes, Kate?
6.5. Same with the first beer that we had it in the Snowcase.
This might be my least favorite so far. But it's not like it tastes vile or unpleasant. It's just something I'm not that interested in having a bunch more of ever.
It's just lonely feeling, man.
It's
He's
okay.
in a boat by himself.
You know what? This is like when you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, I'll have like Pepsi. And they're like, oh, we only have RC Cola. And you're like...
What is RC Cola?
Well, it's like a one level down from Coke and Pepsi, which are on the same level.
Is it actually a brand?
Yeah, I don't make anything. I've never made anything of my life.
Oh.
But then you're like, ugh, like I want a cola.
What is RC Cola?
Girl,
man?
what is this? The car's driving on a road, and then I'm like, hey, let me go to my destination. And you're like, look at this, look at this. It's like you go to a restaurant. You try to order. It's a cola. It's a cola.
Is it the President Choice?
No, that's PC Cola. RC Cola is a different thing. Look it up in your own time. It's like you went to a restaurant, you ordered a Pepsi. They're like, oh, we don't have Pepsi. We have RC Cola. You're like, do I want a cola?
Is that actually the brand? RC?
I'm out. What is this? What is this?
I never heard of it, man.
You want me to look it up right here? Here we go. You would seem very interested
why
to know what RC Cola is. You tell your story. I let you tell your story about the yeast on the boat.
Google just updated.
I tell my story about RC Cola. There was a point coming at the end of it.
It's a Dr. Pepper place.
No, it's manufactured by Dr. Pepper. It's not called Dr. Pepper, it's called RC Cola.
Yeah, I know.
What's the title at the top of the...
I said Dr. Pepper, man.
You know the story of Harrison Bergeron by Kurt Vonnegut, where you do, because you told me, where in the future they install the thought inhibitor.
Yeah.
When you start to get an independent thought, there's like a big noise.
Oh, yeah,
You're doing that to my metaphors. You're Harrison Bergeron in my metaphors.
That's really good.
Yes, the metaphor was itself a metaphor.
RC Cola.
Yes, RC Cola. It's like you went to a restaurant, you try to order a Coke or a Pepsi, doesn't matter. They're like, oh, we only have discount brand. And then you're like, do I want a cola as much as I don't want an RC Cola? It's like, if someone was like, do you want a beer? I'd be like, sure. And then they gave me this, I'd be like, it's okay, but...
How does it taste?
Tastes sweet. And you mean talking about RC Cola?
Yeah.
Makes my teeth feel weird. Even weirder than normal soda. It doesn't mean it's bad necessarily.
It has a crown on it.
Yeah, RC stands for Royal Crown.
That sounds dope. I want to try RC Cola.
You can try RC Cola.
I've never seen it in my life. Is it only in Ontario?
No, it's an American brand. They probably have it here.
I've never ever seen it in my lifetime.
Well, we're learning a lot today.
Yeah, we are.
All right,
That's pretty cool.
I give it a 2. Let's move on.
All right.
I don't even know how to get back here. There we go.
You push the back button.
All right, December 6th. Why don't you hold it up?
Oh, okay. Jeez, here you go. We had it, Slipstream.
Slipstream, very common cream ale.
Ryan's salty right now.
I'm not actually salty.
You're very salty.
But I let you tell your story, and then I try to tell my story 2 words in. You just jump in.
Have you answer my question, because I have no idea. Yeah. If I don't know what RC Cola is, how can I understand the story?
What we'll have in the videos is like some footnotes. Like little ledgers that you can look in.
I want to ask you the question so that I know what exactly it is, so I can understand your story 100% fully, instead of just, oh yeah, of course, and then just kind of get over it.
Alright, I understand. Good.
Let's do it.
Okay. After pioneering maple cream beers in BC with the Draft Dodger Cream Ale, the Phillips crew dreamt up a brew that would retain a highly sessionable, malt-forward taste profile, but emphasize roasted characteristics. In 2009, Slipstream cruised onto the scene, a precision-crafted ale finely tuned for flavor featuring a roasted nutty body.
Roasted!
Enjoy the ride. Pours a dark copper color with a soft white head, nose is slightly nutty, smooth mouthfeel, and a sweet brown sugar taste with hints of toasted hazelnut complemented by a dry finish. There you go.
Roasted, toasted. You can buy that hoodie in the districtlines.com/Northernlion.
Technically true, yes. Why don't you take this one?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sure, I'll pour me some beer. Is this the color of RC Cola, Ryan?
It's not dissimilar, actually. Girl, why they're Dan Giesling me now? Talking about RC Cola the whole time.
What are you talking about? I didn't know Dan Giesling was talking about RC
No,
Cola.
Dan Giesling, he talks about Diglett all the time.
No, I'm very confused.
That's not RC Cola. That's not RC Cola, let's put it that way.
Alright, you're in your own world and I'll just let you be. Ta-da! Color like a cola. Talking about cola. So this is the Sunday beer, right?
Yes. So now we're officially back on track.
Nice. Whoa. Nice pour.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Smells different than I remembered.
Smells like chocolatey. Right?
Yeah, I kind of get that. I taste a lot of malt in that, which is not bad.
Tastes
Creamy.
like chocolatey. Is
Yeah.
it just me that tastes like chocolate?
To me, it tastes like there's like malt, like Maltesers. You know, there's those candies they have malt on the inside, like malted milk.
No, I don't know.
Whoppers, Maltesers.
No, I don't know any of those.
I gotta give this lady a snack lesson.
Well, you keep bringing the things that are not popular, and then you're just telling me, oh, those are famous. I'm like, I've never seen it in my life.
I think you might have had them before, but I can't remember. Here, you give your story. I'll look up a Malteser.
Alright. Is Malteser a candy form of Martese, the dog?
The Maltese?
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Wait, look at it! Malteser and then it's a Maltese looking dog! Look at that, man!
Maltese. Okay, it did bring up a bunch of dogs.
Look at that!
This is what I'm talking about, though.
Ah, I had those.
Yeah, you know, you bite it in, it's like.
It's the red wrapper.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of
There's
them.
Whoppers and Maltesers. Whoppers are the other one. But not the Burger King Whopper.
Whopper's candy, you gotta say.
Yeah. These ones.
Oh, yeah. I had them for the Halloween.
And see, it all comes together. The original malted milk balls, it's a malt-forward taste profile.
I didn't know that.
And there's a little bit of chocolate on the outside as well.
So you're saying it tastes like that?
I'm saying it tastes like a small round ball about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Made of malted milk covered in chocolate.
So you're saying Slipstream tastes like that?
A little bit. I get a little hint of the original malted milk balls. On the cover, it advertises naturally and artificially flavored. It's like we got it all.
What is the natural part? I want to only bite into the natural part. Where's the artificial
That's the inside.
part?
Unfortunately, you probably got to melt it first.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
What do you think, Kate?
What do I think
Yeah, what do
about
you
the
think?
beer? I like it. I like Slipstream, man. I don't know why I actually never remembered the flavor of Slipstream. I was actually expecting more of a 78. Similar to 78, but I was totally wrong. I don't know why it never stuck in my mind before. It's really good. I really like it. I don't know why it never stuck in my brain though.
It's sweet. Maybe a little too sweet for me, especially after having the other one, which is also sweet. And the Black Jackal last night, which is not that sweet, but sweetish. But not Swedish, sweetish.
This guy.
But it's good. I don't know. This is more of a 3 out of 5 for me. I could drink a couple of these and have a good time. But it's almost like, for me, it's almost like a cider where I think after the second one I'd be like,
A little bit
I'm
too
done. Yeah.
sweet for you.
Yeah. How about you?
I like it. I don't know how else to explain it. It's it's not really chocolate in a sense of the cocoa. Like you don't really taste the cocoa, but how would I say? It's like it's closer. It's like a chocolate caramel instead of chocolate itself. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Just like a chocolate caramelly flavor. That's what's closer to than just plain chocolate. Like I'm kind of getting that chocolatey caramel-ish.
Almost like a Whopper.
But not that sweet, that scent of caramel. It's just sweet chocolate. I think that's what I'm trying to get. Sweet chocolatey, kind of like a beer. I like it, man. It's very well-rounded beer instead of. It ends well. It starts well. Middle is full. I like it.
It's crazy how like almost all of these Phillips beers are just like water, barley, hops, and yeast. Like in different quantities and different I guess, strains of yeast and hops and barley.
Duration.
Yeah, it allows them to create like a huge variety. Like this doesn't taste like anything else you've had before in this pack this year.
Black Jackal.
No way.
Somewhat similar.
Nah, I could see how you would think that, but I disagree.
I think this is the Pikachu, and then Black Jackal is Raichu.
Maybe a little.
Right?
I'll
Raichu?
compromise. Yeah.
Pikachu, Raichu. I think so. Same bloodline.
I mean, this is like the Pichu, and then Black Jackal's like the Zapdos. It's like they're both electric type. Zapdos, it was the lightning.
Oh yeah, I know that.
It's the lightning bird Pokemon.
Yeah, but they're not. You're saying this is a freaking baby, and then the Black Jackal is a legendary?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But they're not even quite in the same category. Like, it's like one of them was like an Electabuzz.
Okay.
That was kind of like the chubby yellow and black guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And then the other one's a Zapdos.
What?
But it's like a Zapdos riding a Dratini.
What?
It's kind of falling apart.
I would say this is Pikachu, and then Black Jackal is Raichu. It's
There
cute
you go.
and nice, and Raichu is strong and nice.
This is the kind of beer where if I was like still a student, this would be like the nice beer you get when you're not drinking like a bunch of shit beer. You'd be like,
yeah, that's right.
You're like, I'm home for the holidays.
That's very true.
Sweet, Dad's got Slipstream.
Yeah.
I don't have to drink kokanee anymore.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. It's actually like it's pretty okay.
If you only drink cheap beer and then suddenly have a taste of Slipstream, I think you'd be like, woo!
Yeah, this is like the Sleeman's like honey brown of BC. Dads love it.
Sleeman's honey brown, I don't really like
It's not that bad. It's okay. It's the Cameron's Auburn Ale.
What are the comments,
BC.
man?
What are the comments for Slipstream? I hope they're like, I've had this 500 times before. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Gotta lower it. There you go.
5 comments. Oh,
well, it's
people
2
are
days.
delicious.
Cookie, man, cookie.
Cookies here all the time.
Digging it.
Digging it. They're digging it, she says.
Digging it.
Slipstream on a Sunday? It's more of a Tuesday morning beer if you ask me.
What does that mean?
Keith.
Why are you having a beer on Tuesday morning?
Keith, you might need to talk to somebody. Yum! Always a good choice for a simple beer.
That guy's name is Fisher Guy.
Fisher Guy. I like it, says Anonymous. Delicious. Yeah, I think this is the kind
Josh?
of beer. What, delicious?
No, the Tuesday morning beer.
Josh isn't a Tuesday morning beer guy, maybe a Tuesday morning box wine.
Gross.
But yeah, that's today's. It's not really remarkable, but it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like the baseline for the Snowcase. It's a beer you're familiar with. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It only gets more zany from here.
Okay. Well, do you want to end it?
Sure.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.